It froze the first time. Why? I have no idea.
Did you wipe your sweatiness?
What?
Did you wipe your sweatiness?
No, it's hot. We're gonna keep sweating. It's hot as hell. It's like 90 today. It's like 100 and foul. Now, how hot did they say it was gonna be today?
93.
93? No wonder. Thought I was tripping. Thought I was having hot flashes. It's cold as hell. 41 in North Carolina? Damn, y'all freezing on me practically. Now it's hot as fuck over here today, bro. Be having that fucking bipolar weather. It'd be cold, gloomy, then it's hot as hell. Nah, what's happening, bro? 93? We can't do 93. Perfect. We could do like 88 at its highest, bro. I can't do 93, bro. We like sizzling over here, bro. We literally sizzling. You guys can't hear it, but it's like smelling like carnitas and everything. Imagine like carnitas. What's good, homeboy? What's good with you, babe? To the 818. What's good, Shadow? Been a while since I caught a live. What's good with you, D-Town? What's cracking? Alex? Ooh, whoa. That's why I don't... This guy. But then sometimes some places where it's always cold, though. You know, like it's always snowing and shit. People are always snowed in. Like, fuck that, too. I'm trying to have that either. I ain't trying to be snowed in. In National City, 95. Yeah, it's roughly like around over here is 93. It's like, it's hot. I feel you. But at least it's not like Arizona or Las Vegas weather, because over there be getting like 130. Like, oh, hell no, we can't do 130. Fuck that. What's up, bro? It's been a while. Oh, what's good with you, 831? 80s out here in Santa Cruz. Oh, so you guys have it lovely right now, though, bro. See, that's some lovely weather. 80, that's 94 out of the Desert Empire. Damn. See, that's some hot shit right there, bro. So you feel our pain. I get all forces. When it's hot, it's hot. When it's cold, it's freezing. See, that's the thing over here. When it's cold, it's not really that cold. You know, it's never like unbearable cold, you know. Like right here, there's no use for a snow jacket. Like, fuck you need a snow jacket for? What's good with you, Alex? What's cracking? No, I'm saying because it's crazy weather, because just the other day was gloomy as fuck, bro. You know? Literally looked like it was going to rain, and then, bam, it's hot. Like, that's how people get sick, bro. Go from hot to cold.
I wouldn't know that that's how your kids got sick.
No, that's why, the change of the weather. It be no bueno.
And then they were playing outside when we went to my sister's. When it was
yeah.
They were playing outside.
The thunderstorm.
Yeah.
We just had a thunderstorm on Saturday, and then now it's like hot as fuck. Pretty soon we're going to have a tornado.
You know what? I want to take him to go get the flu shot, though.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted to take him to go see a tornado. I was about to say, what the hell? Be a storm chaser? Do them fatos even get paid feria for chasing tornadoes, do they? Shit, if I'm going to be out there chasing a tornado, that bag better be firme. It better be a nice fat bag.
That one movie?
Twisted?
I think it's called Twisted. Yeah, I remember my parents would watch it and I would be so bored, but then as many times as they watched it, I think I actually liked it.
It's one of those where it's just like you watch it so many times that you just started liking it. Es caldo weather, serio, huh? Un pinche caldo. No, right now, fuck no. Right now es para un pinche raspado, güey. Fácil.
Right now it's taco weather.
This is taco weather, for sure, con pisto. Y un raspado. ¿De qué lo quiere, jefe? Tenemos de limón, de vainilla, de nuez, jamaica. ¿No trae allí por... ¿No trae allí modelo Estrella Jalisco? Imagine, they make you a fucking raspado fucking modelo. Like, su puta madre. They'll make feria for sure, homie. Fácil.
Just put it in the freezer, there it is. Gotta get a slushy.
No lie, the other day, me and my wife were chilling, right? When was this, babe? Like 2 days ago? I think it was the day before yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And so we're chilling in the living room, and all I hear is like, from far distance, is like this noise, this creepy ass sound, and I'm like, man, what the fuck is that, And as it started getting, like closer and closer, you're able to understand it more, and it was saying, ven agarrar tu pan, ven agarrar tu pan, and I was like, man, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck is playing that? So I look out the window. Tell me why I see an ice cream truck, right? It's an ice cream truck, but instead of ice cream, he's selling pan dulce, my boy, pan dulce. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't know, bro. I thought that was weird, but creative at the same time, homie. So, like, instead of him selling ice cream, he's selling pan dulce, conchitas and all that shit. I was like, damn, what the fuck? That shit's legit. I mean, I think that vato was driving a little bit too fast for anybody to run out there and get their pan, but I don't know if he really wanted to sell it or not, or what. Like, cause now he should have drove slower,
Okay.
By the time you get your shoes and you go out there, my boy, that was long gone. But yeah, I was like, agarrar tu pan.
On his bed?
I don't know what they were talking about, bro. Could be misconstrued.
But that song sounded creepy as hell.
Yeah, no, he needed to change that song, though, because I don't know if it was him singing on it, dog, but he definitely needs to get it, like, somebody better, because, I mean, he wasn't the right person for it, like, in my opinion. He kind of sounded like one of those guys, like, from The Hills Have Eyes, like, like those creepy music that they play. Yeah, it sounded like that.
Instead of luring kids, they're gonna lure adults.
I know. But I never seen nothing like that, though, and it's creative, though. I was like, yeah, how come, why do they have to sell ice cream instead of selling other shit? Also, pisto. I never seen nothing like that. I don't know. I was tripping out. I don't know if you guys seen some shit like that, but I was like, what the fuck? I honestly believe you're not raza, bro, but you're just... I'm not raza then, my boy. Then I'm not raza. Así de fácil, hijo. I'll be getting down with the caldo de res. Oh, yeah, for sure. Caldo de res is fire, fool. That shit's no joke. Te sirven un pinche platozón. Like, what the fuck? It's like to feed a family of 5 y quieres que te lo chingues todo. Like, oh, ya estoy lleno, mamá. No, cabrón. Te lo comes todo. Like, fuck, everything. Hasta el hueso. Like, el vato que vende paletas también vende unas enchiladas mix, some shit like that. Damn, yeah, that should be, yeah. Or los mangos, you know how they do the mango con tajín y chamoy? What do they call it? A diablo, no? A diablo mango? Have you ever been out of state? Not really. They used to always sell pan dulce in a van in my hometown. Serio? I have seen like people that sell them like out of their car, but never like in an ice cream truck, like cruising around like a paletero does, I never seen it like that. I see like the gente que vende like frutas del carro and shit like that, pero for them to be driving like that, like a paletero, I never seen that. I know you guys see, what I'm talking about, the vatos that go and they sell like frutas, like naranjas and sandías and shit like that. They must be getting down with their fucking cócteles de fruta. With the yuca and the coco, no? Coco no. No, ese tipo de coco no, eh? That's what I miss about LA. Everything you need. That is true. We do have everything right here on wheels. You can literally find motherfuckers selling everything on wheels. Soon there's gonna have, barbers that do that too. They just pull up a chair right there in the fucking sidewalk and they just cut your hair. Buzz on wheels? Buzz cuts on wheels? Respect from Uptown Whittier Varrio Locals. That's right. Shout out to Whittier Varrio Locals. Woo woo. It's a rascal. Green light. The homeless calling. All Southsiders. They're getting out of control. The government won't stop them. Mandatory effect now. On site. Es guerra with them vatos. Fuck it, eh. La primera lives. That was in the homeless. And vatos be getting rowdy. Ya no más falta, güey, que digan eso, güey. Would it be some weird shit? Would it be the first time some weird shit like that has happened? Back then, with the Italian mafia, they did a marcha against the FBI or some shit like that. Like, so güey, es que no mames. Last night, some homeless man was chasing some lady and her son in Panorama. I seen that some girl got stabbed, no, right there on Lancashire while she was walking. Came out in the news. Some vato just like randomly just shanked her out of nowhere, you know? Se pasan de verga, güey. You know what I mean? Pinche gente así, you know, like doing mamadas like that. Like, come on now, homie, you know? Like what are you guys doing? I don't understand mamadas like that. Like, just, you know, like some shit like that. I never understood it. Like, fuck. And we're the bad guys. You know, once we start trying to calling them out for their mamadas. What up, G? I respect what you do, humble and down to it. Hey, gracias, AD. I appreciate that, my boy. Can only keep it real right here. That was no serio, güey, really. It's really like them motherfuckers. We gotta shoot the Kai. That's the Wheela. That was the Skid Road. What were you doing in Skid Road, my boy? ¿Qué estabas haciendo tú ahí, güey? No me digas, carnal, no me digas. Are you doing that bad, my boy? Let me find out. Yeah, Skid Row is no joke, fool. That got too many. That shit got out of hand. It's out of hand like that everywhere, though, now, fool. You see gente, like, tirado por las calles everywhere, bro. It's crazy. Pero no se pone las pilas, la pinche gente. I seen a black dude pull up a chair in a car, an empty lot. You heard about Danger RIP from Grumpy Winos? Nah. Bless you.
Thank you.
I didn't know Danger. The only one I knew from Grumpy Winos is the homie Creeper. I know that G Dubs has a Danger though. He's hit up a few of my homies before. I've been hit up by some other food, Wicked, but I never seen no. Shout out to Richmond. That's right. Shout out to Richmond from Atlanta out that FAL. You already know. 10th Street, LV. Underage move us that the head yesterday. Damn, in the head. That's crazy, bro. They se pasan de verga. This is the streets, dice Popeye. Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Se pasan de verga, way, you know? I think she was coming home from school or something like that. They had a backpack on or something, and the vato just. So that was. Anyways, how's your day? It's feedback, my boy. You know, how's your day been? Cool or what? Shout out to me, family. And likewise, you already know how the R does it. Whoa, whoa. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Stabbing some underage girl. I think it was. Yeah, that shit like that is. Yeah, that shit's. See, that's why when you're around, it's not to be judgmental or nothing like that, but like that's why whenever you're around people like that, you gotta be on your toes because you just never know how they're gonna react, you know? Because gente like that, you know, se les va la canica. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, you gotta, you know? Make sure you don't leave, your eyes don't leave them people because it's like, turn away for a second, it's too. Nah, but they already know that. Que nada, ganas mamadas around a homie, they'll get smashed. So many homeless. Not everywhere's got so many homeless, bro. Not just North Hollywood, but everywhere, bro. Everywhere's like that. It's ridiculous, homie. What's good? Hoodie hood. Chilling.
Really?
Yep.
Just help me get my 10 bags. Stop. Let's just get that fucking 10 back, all right? Along with all the contraband that was inside of it. The rubber You know what? And the Fifi. The Fifi. You find out you had a Fifi. Homeboy. Pinche 626. Te pasas de lancha. They stole your Pookie? They find out. Yours only had 3 holes, and the one you found had 5. And yours lit up and vibrated. I know what's that all about, but I don't know why you would want a Pookie vibrating near your lips, but I mean, it is what it is. India, puto, much love on this fruit picker. That's right. Shout out to all the fruit pickers that be picking the fruit for us to be eating. And I really mean that too. And them fools want to bag on them. Them motherfuckers are the reason you can eat, homie. You know that? I remember in the early to mid 80s, battles would make homeless dudes leave the hood and parts. Yeah, they still do that. They still do that, my boy.
Hey, how does a suspect die of overdose inside of a police car? Don't they have that shit to like?
No, like before the cops get them, they eat it. So they eat it. That way they don't find the contraband on them, and then.
But like, aren't they keeping an eye on them?
No, well, before they arrest them, before like when they're pulling up, they just swallow it real fast.
Yeah, but don't they have that one thing to shoot them? I mean, that one injection thing.
You think they're gonna want to save their lives?
Well, I don't see why
No,
not.
the cops will let them die. The cops don't care. To the cops, it's just another less person to deal with.
The cop tackled him.
Oh no, but the homeless, they still make them do that, bro. I should know. Trust me. They still make them leave from the hoods. Yeah, you're like, hey, you can't be right here, homie. Pack that shit up real quick. And if we just get their shit and they leave. I know it's fucked up, but I mean, it is what it is, bro. That's just the way the establishments are run. People may not like it, but it is what it is.
I heard it. And I don't want to check.
Hey, we don't make the rules. We just follow them. Likewise, Jazz Dash. Tabs and Saludos Shadow. You did a video on number streets. Yeah, actually, I did. I actually need to return back to it. I think I stopped at 60.
What did I do now, Mom? Check the mail.
What was you?
Boy, don't mess with that.
What was you Chicano rap? Influences? Like Mr. Shadow. I'll say Mr. Shadow, Seldom Seen. Rappers like that. More started with the black rap, and then to the homeboys. OMG, the pineapple is too straight. Backpack voice is on hit. Oh, serio? The pineapple? Why? Because it tastes like pineapple? What they gonna do? Run to the pin and tell the heads of all the bums. Hey, you never know, bro. If them bums unite, homie, they could do some damage. Well, Southland big out there. Wanna be Soninos out here with bumping that shit. Southland is not like not that many homies bump them out here. Like people don't really hear them like out here. Like the Vatos from that city, from that specific city, yeah, they bump them like that because obviously that's their home team. But like because they come from the Valle, right? I'm from the Valle. But that specific barrio beefs it with a lot of neighborhoods, so obviously you're not gonna be bumping, that if you're beefing it with them vatos. So gente from the section wasn't really bumping them, But that's only because they would say their barrio a lot, so it's like, But yeah, so I wouldn't say like that, That fool Mr. T fell out. I don't know nothing about his I heard of him in the streets. I heard, he handles business, from Vatos from that area. But I personally don't know him, like that. So I can't say, if he did or if he didn't, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna make up stories on the vato either, you know. So I mean, so I can't say it's true, and I can't say that it's not true, you know. I can only speak on what I know. Shout out to M.O.D for always having good content too. Hey, gracias, Duck D. I appreciate that. The girls love Little Rob. Yeah, but Little Rob has talent though, you know. I know many people don't like his music. Like I myself am not a fan of him. I mean, I do like some rolas, but I'm not like, you know, like that on Little Rob. Not because he sucks, but only because it's not my kind of music. It's more like, you know, it's more like lovey-dovey rolas and shit like that. So I understand, you know, from the Highness perspective why they would like him and stuff like that. Because it's music that they you know, women's type of music is different than men. You know, they like that romantic stuff and shit like that. So you know, like, and he's good at it. You know what I mean? He's good at you know, writing those kind of songs. So I mean, he has talent for it. You know. So in that kind of music, I think yes, I get that lot because it's something that's hard to do. It's not easy just making a bunch of love songs. And people acting like what he does, like anybody could just do that. Like now, you know, it's hard writing that kind of shit too. You know, it's hard doing that kind of stuff too. You know, it's not no picnic. People could, you know, see it as soft music or whatever. It doesn't change the fact of how difficult it is to actually do it and be successful at it. Because it did make his career, you know, it did finance his life and stuff like that. So I can't knock it for it, you know, like he se puso las pilas, you know what I mean? He did, you know, he just followed what he was good at and stick to it. You know? Big Frost, Night Owl, and Too Deep. Yeah, Night Owl was chingon. Frost too. Frost got down, you know, Frost had talent.
Wait, didn't you say it was a certain time?
Yeah, it ends at 8. Let me know when you're hungry though. Night Owl was SD and debunked. San Diego had the best Chicano rap, in my opinion. In my opinion, out of everywhere, i.e., the Valle, Los Angeles, you know, from every Chicano rap from all sides, in my opinion, I think San Diego had the best. I think what was Royalty, Little One, Slush the Villain, Mr. Shadow, you know, all them vatos I think were, you know, Mr. Sancho, Silencer, Bandit. I think all of them fools were sick. They had talent, definitely a lot of skills. You know, a lot of chingon vatos came from SD, you know, that were rapping. I think SD, they had the best beats. They had original chingon beats, you know, that could equally match, you know, like any West Coast rapper beat. You know, I think that they had the best when it came to Chicano rap, in my opinion. Like in group though, in Chicano rap group, I probably would say the best Chicano rap group was probably Clica 1, in my opinion. Clica 1 was probably the most dominant when it comes to beat selection and lyrical wise and overall, you know, production of the albums. They probably have it hands down. You know, then we'll probably be Brownside, you know, in my opinion. And then like the rest will follow, like, you know, like high power battles like that. But there was so much, but a lot of the battles, they weren't. It's like you could hear it, bro, when you put on a Chicano rap CD, you can hear who's rapping because this is what they like to do and they love music and that's what they want to do. You can hear it compared to the vatos when you put on the CD and you know this vato's just rapping just because he wants to make quick money or he's just rapping just a lo pendejo. Like you can tell he's really like not, you know, like not really into it. Because you could just tell the vatos that are just trying to milk it and it's like, nah. Because if there's no, you know, you gotta put soul into it, bro. And if you can't hear the soul, then people ain't gonna vibe. A lot of vatos think just because they could rhyme, que ya sea more like when vatos be like, hey, come out in a rola for me, fool. Don't trip. I'll write your part for it. You just rap it. And the vato gets on there, he's rapping it, so he thinks he's getting done because he's rapping what his homie gave him. But if the vato doesn't have no energy, no vibe, no rhythm, and nothing like that, then that shit, I don't give a damn how much he's rhyming. Bro's gonna sound fucking stiff and no vibe to it. And yeah, he's rhyming, but it's trash, bro. It's not music, you know? You gotta sense the energy, bro. That's what makes rolas. And if you can't hear it, people ain't gonna dig it. And that was one of the problems that Chicano rap had. That vatos think because they were able to rhyme, that they could make it in the game. And it's like, it doesn't work like that. But that's one of the things that people would never tell these individuals, so they would never correct it. Like, yeah, I hear you, my boy. You could rhyme, you could write a rola, but I mean, you're not jamming to it, bro. You're not vibing to it. So it sounds stiff as fuck. Sounds like when you're reading. You know, when you can tell somebody when they're giving a speech and it's not recited, you know what I mean? That they're just, you know, like freeballing it because it's their passion, so they don't even need to write it down. So it sounds authentic compared to when a guy's reading it from the telemarketer and he's just like, you know what I mean? You're able to tell, bro. You know, and it's just like people ain't gonna be fucking with that. And that's one of the things that people don't tell these individuals. And I get it because that's their homies, because he's that with them. I'll tell you that. I get people that send me rolas, right? Scope it out, right? Tell me what you think. And there's sometimes, you know, I tell them, you know, like, hey, you know, like right here. And the vatos be getting mad and like, oh, you're just hating. Oh, yeah. And it's like, bro, why would I want to hate on you? Why would I want to bring you down? I'm telling you this. That way, you know, that's for my opinion. That way, you know what to fix. That way you could make it and succeed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's for your betterment. You know, like when I tell somebody, what do you think? I expect them to tell me like, oh, it's crappy or it's wacky. You know, man, I'd be like, all right, good look at it, but where at? Oh, right here. All right, yeah, I noticed that shit too. That way I know to improve it, and that way I know this is a real camarada. He's not gonna just let me throw some shit out there that's whack. He's gotta tell me straight up al chile way. Like if that's my boy, you know, you're not gonna let me just throw some crap out there. You gotta tell me, nah, it's not that great, my boy. All right, feed me. You know? But like that, like telling me like what's wrong or why they don't say, not like people that when they go, hey, you suck at rapping, you should just give up, fool. It's not for you. Vales verga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not helping somebody. That's not being a camarada. You know, you tell them like, hey, well, right here you were off beat, you know, and you tell them how to fix it. You don't just fucking, you know, like talk shit to them. Like that's not. You know, that's not being. See, that's criticism. The other shit is just talking shit. You know, that's being a hater. You know, that's just like you're talking. If I would have been like, "Hey, fool, just give up, dog. You should never rap again." That's fucking. See, people don't know how to criticize, though. You know, like they think that that's great. Oh, this fool can't take criticism. Like that's not criticism, fool. That's being a fucking hater. There's a difference. Critiquing is when you see something wrong with it, and you tell them, you know, what it is, not just a la verga hablando mierda. You know. But la gente, you know, they swear. You know, and people be doing that a lot. They be like, oh, this fool can't take no criticism or nothing like that. Like, it's not bad, bro. It's like, you got to know how to criticize. Especially if you're telling somebody, you know, like if you want them to improve in something, you tell them like what to fix. You don't just tell them, hey, fool, you should just give up and kill yourself. Like, oh, hey, what's wrong with this fool? I just said a little comment here and this was true. Se pasa de verga la gente. How come sureños don't get along together? In the streets, it's a game of egos, bro. In the streets, you're talking, nunca te dejes, you know, that everybody's a top dog, that you're the shit, that who you rolling with is the best, and you vatos are number one, and nobody's on your level, right? So then when you're in these areas, right, and there's other groups who think exactly like you, that you guys, que ellos son los más vergas, you know? So this fool's mad dogging at you, whatever, for whatever reason, he's in a bad mood. And you're like, what's up with this vato? You know what I mean? Hey, what's up with you? Now when you get that confrontation, no one's going to back down because you were all shown que whoever backs down is weak and whatever, so neither of you was going to back down. And now your homeboys are always shown. You don't let your camarada down. You always back your homie up, you know, no matter what. So, you know, I ain't gonna let this fool dude trip on my homie. And then his homies ain't gonna let him trip on him. So then you get pedos because here in where we're at, see, in other places like Texas, Colorado, Northern California, the areas are a gap. There's a distance between them. You know what I mean? Like there's a good distance, you know, between them. So there's not so much tension. I'm not saying it doesn't crack. I'm saying that there's not that much tension because of the distance. While here, you have so many people jammed into little areas, right? Like it's overpopulated. So these different groups are gonna clash, bro. They're gonna clash, you know? I guarantee you if Northern California or Texas or any of these places had as many people and congested as Los Angeles, you would have all these norteño gangs going at it with each other, all these tejano gangs and shit like that, bro. People don't understand how overpopulated it is right here, bro. It's like that's why these barrios, when I say this barrio's 300 deep or 200, this fool's exaggerating. No, there's that many people that people don't understand. Like, no, these barrios are like in the hundreds, my boy. And yes, that many gangs in the hundreds? Yes, bro. Yes. Look at the fucking pictures, bro. Yes. I know it's wild for people that are not from these areas to picture that, but it truly is like that, bro. You know? Thousands and thousands of people, bro. You know, the ones that live down here, you should just see to go pick up a kid from an elementary school and how many people that there is, fool. And that's just one elementary. Imagine all the damn elementaries in the area. So you're talking about a lot of people, bro. That's a lot of kids. And those kids are coming from fucked up areas. And F scenarios, you know? So you're gonna get a whole lot of motherfuckers running loose. The facts. While other areas ain't so congested as right here. So, you know, everyone thinks that they're the most chingon, so you're going to have all these barrios beefing with each other. Right here, there is no Southside love. You get no Sureño love right here, bro. None at all. If you get hit by a barrio down here, you should prepare yourself for some desmadre, you know, because even if your barrio doesn't beef with that barrio, that day that barrio could just be tripping or their homie could just be on one or something, and it could be like, well, fuck your neighborhood and just take flight. You know, that's all it takes. Because it has happened, trust me. I've had it happen. You know, there's vatos that just power trip, fool. You know, they just want some desmadre to crack and you just happen to be there, and so fuck it, se te cae arriba de ti. So then you fools retaliate, and now that's another fucking hood to add to the list. You know, that's just the way it is. ¿Cómo es el dicho? El que se deja pierde, güey. Conejo got flow too. Yeah, Conejo gets down. Just listen to hip hop underground shit. Yeah, I feel you. I love underground rap. You know what I mean? That's my type of rap. You know, like lyricists. You know, like Locksmith and Hobson, Crooked Eye, and you know, Brother Lynch Hung and Jedi Minds, and you know, real lyricists. Psycho Realm gets down too, legit. Be real on them too. Turbo. You can borrow the SS. Those who from Riverside had a flow. Who you're talking about Little Sicko, Little Blackie, The Fern, Young Traz. Yeah, they get down too. No lie. Was it Bundy and them? No, Pimp Rolling Records. They did. They had some sick rollers. Does your wife cook? Yes. Sometimes. Yeah. Ella sí es grifa. Yo soy bueno. The whole... yada, yada, yeah, it's fine. The whoo, whoo, he, whoo, ha, whoo, ha. That's rap nowadays, no? I hate that shit. Or when the fool in the background just repeats what his homie said. No. Like, shit, my mask. Beep, beep, boop, boop. Like, what the hell's going on right here? Never understood that. Or nowadays, vatos rap like if they just got hit with the heroin. I don't know. Like, what? ¿Qué dijo el baboso? Sepa la verga, ni se le entendió ni vergas. Like, habla con ganas, estúpido. Esas pinches mamadas de güeyes, like, is this for nodding off while he's rapping? What's happening? I hate that shit. Like, when they're rapping, like, it just, like they're so cool, you know, that they just don't put no effort, you know? It's like, oh, it's like, whatever, man. You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with this fool? Stop trying to act cool, guy. Pinche cool guy over here. He got one. Nah, click one gets down, my boy. Ese problem never to or chingón. Well, shout out to my city for the best Chicano rap. Ah, shout out to Hoodie from the Hood. Yeah, hey, those are the facts, bro. SD did have the best rap, San Diego. No lie about that. In my opinion, when it comes to the rap, they had it. They had it sold up. Here, the other rappers in different areas, they were just like trying to remix oldies, which I always hated, bro. Because oldies is the perfect rollout, bro. Oldies is chingon, homie. It's the cream of the crop, right? Because it's the best type of music because it's the only music you could hear around your kids, because it's the only music that doesn't say bad words and shit like that. So it's music you could bump, with anybody around and without having to worry to offend people. So it's beautiful music, harmonizing and what the lyrics are talking about. It's the best of the best kind of music that there is. Because you have talented individuals, who actually could sing and play instruments. That's the beauty of it. Because nowadays you have softwares that could recreate these sounds, but the music doesn't sound the same because it doesn't give you that genuine sound. It sounds robotic, and you already know with technology, it doesn't age well. Like, if you could think about the CGI movies that came out back then, they were chingon because we weren't used to the graphics that we see now, right? So we think it's legit. But now we go back and we watch those movies and we're like, damn, this shit's crappy, like the hell were we thinking? That's what happens with technology. It doesn't age well. So that's why those sounds at the time, they may sound good, but then you go back and you hear the CDs and they're trash, bro. But you could go back and you could hear the NWA sounds in the beginning or Zapp and Roger or even these oldies, and it still sounds legit. You want to know why? Because they're being played with actual real instruments. So you're getting that real sound. So, it even with time, it still sounds, magnificent compared to the shit that technology never ages well. That's why I think, these people, when they're trying to remix oldies now, because they're using softwares and now they're just fucking it up. That's all they're doing, bro. Like, you can't make that oldie sound better, bro, than what it already is. So you're only going to make it worse. So I never liked that they did that. And then when it came to making their own beats, I don't think that they knew too much of what they were doing because they were starting from scratch, right? So it wasn't the best of the best, because they had no one to teach them, they kind of had to, learn everything on their own, and it's something that's difficult. It's not easy, doing beats or producing albums. That as much as you owe the artist for the good CD that you have, you owe the producer and the people that piece it together, because they're the ones that really, smooth it out and make it sound, as you're hearing it. That's why when you go to a concert and you hear them, the concert music doesn't sound as good as the CD songs do. You know what I mean? Because the producer's not there to to throw all the stuff to make it sound like how your CD sounds. And those are the facts about it. Because I don't give a damn who you are. When you go see a concert, bro, that how they're performing it on stage, my boy, is not as good as it sounds on the CD, homie. Because it's hard to, producing it. You owe the producers and all that, man. That's a difficult job, bro. That's something that's really hard to do. It takes patience, If you don't have any patience, So them fools, they put a lot of work too. So I take my hats off to those producers and everything. They make as much money, but just not in the spotlight, They're not in the spotlight. They're the behind the scene people. But they're just as wealthy because they're just as important. He had it really conejo. This one is. What do you think about Lucky from his talk? That's full sick. In rapping, or you mean like he's a female homie. And rapping too. I just heard the song that's in his intro, but yeah, he has talent. He reminds me of a for like he could be like in Psycho Realm, like a Sin Dog, That's what we used to hear Little Rob back in the days up here. Yeah, Little Rob, he has talent, bro. There's from his, I like the Wicked, Gangsta, Neighborhood Music, of course. Quit Bluffing's badass. Sorry, bro. I know they weren't typical Chicano rap, but Cali Lifestyle. Oh yeah, Cali Lifestyle was chingon too. Yes, Central Coast Click. Yeah, no, that was Chicano rap, bro. Yeah, that's Chicano rap right there. They got down, fool. They had talent. You know, Rude Boy from Florence got smoked before he came. Damn, that's crazy. I know Florence did have like a few sick ass rappers from them, but none of them like reached like the level of like Bodashi. You know, like 'cause Bodashi's actually like doing things. You know, but I know that they had other vatos, you know, behind the scenes that could rap too. I heard dope stuff from those, but the 805 cats had flow. The 805 homies do have flow too, especially right now. These younger dudes, they have more flow than even back then. Was it the homies from Chiques? No, they were the ones that were rapping before.
Did you check them out? No.
There was another group that were super Chicano though. I think they were called 805 Locos. 805 Locos, I don't know. I have a few of the guys from 805. I know that them fools have sick rap, you know, for Low Boy and Biggie and and Orange County too. They had West Side Cartel too. Orange County had some badass rappers. Was it Mr. Jokes and Lyrical? No, the Matos from OC. They had talent too. IE too, because you had Payaso and the Dukes Click from the Inland Empire. That shit, bro. So with those together, it's not trash, bro. There's good rappers out there, lyrical ones too. It's just that people are not used to them, right? Because Chicano rap has been labeled, you know, a certain way, right? They think of like these rappers that can't keep up with the beat, so they think that it's all the same. When it's like, nah, there's rappers that are good, that are Chicano, but it's just that people have that stigma where they say, like, for example, if you never heard that person rap, like, for example, if you never heard him rap, then you can't say he sucks because you never heard him. You know what I mean? How could you say something sucks that you never heard? That's why I never say it sucks if I never heard it. I have to hear it first, and then I'll tell you if it sucks or not. Because you just can't say that they suck if you never heard them. Like, oh, I don't like rock, but that band sucks. Like, have you heard them? No, then you can't say they suck. I hear them first, and then, you know, give your opinion. Because then that's just going, like, based off, like, what everybody else says, you know? Like, oh, just because everybody else says it sucks, I'm going to say it sucks, too. That's what a lot of people tend to do, you know? Like, they just repeat what other people say. Like that's why, like, all this shit travels. Like, Eastside Click, I like that. Vatos from Hayward? I never heard no one from Hayward. Rap ain't for everybody, just like a lot of things ain't for everybody. That is true. That's another thing. Yeah, not everyone likes rap music. That's true. It's kind of like people that hear what's it called, like country and stuff like that, and you hear it and you're like, this shit sucks. The fuck it does. Then why are them fools so rich for? Because there's a lot of people out there that buy their music. You know, it's kind of like when if I rap, people can say I suck, right? But then there's other people that like my music and hear it, so it's like. It's maybe just not for you because not everybody's for everybody. You know what I mean? Just because it's not your type of music doesn't mean that it necessarily sucks. It just means that it isn't for you. But see, people like to really put themselves on that pedestal. Like, my opinion is that important. So if I say it sucks, it's because it sucks. Like, whoa, relax, guy. Like, who died and made you, fucking God? Like, people could only speak for themselves. Like, when you give your opinion, you can only speak for yourself. You can't say, like, oh, this person's trash. Like, nah, maybe to you, doesn't mean that he's trash, though. You can say, in my opinion, this was trash. That way, it's like, okay, he's just speaking for himself. But you can't be like, no, what's facts, bro? I know it's facts that he sucks.
I want a tree like that in our backyard.
The front one right here?
No, the one all the way back there.
Oh, I was about to say that shit's ugly. There's the people that came and cut it, they butchered the shit out of them. You gotta admit, they fucked up all the trees.
They did. It's like now there's no more shade. Like,
that's why, for they could watch us better. It comes with the territory. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Comment suicide. Don't comment suicide on 55th crib. On 55th! C-Mac the little because of destruction. I'm 5. You 5 me? What do you think about Swifty Blue? Nothing. He's doing his thing. You know what I mean? Like, like his music's good. I don't see what the problem is with him. You know what I mean? I get it. He's made some videos, saying some stuff in here and there. But those are just his opinions. People can't be.
Doesn't it look like he would be mean to her? Doesn't it?
A little bit. Like, that's just like him. Like, doesn't make it facts with what he's saying. It's just like, that's the way that fool thinks. Like, that's his opinion, you know? Like, if it's his opinion, I can't be mad at that vato. That's the way he thinks. That's it. That's his pedo. Like, just because the vato thinks a certain way, I'm going to let it bother my day. You know what I mean? Imagine if we start worrying and we let it bother us how other people think. You would be mad all the time because there's people out there that think all kinds of stupid shit. So that's why we shouldn't worry about how other people are, like.
Everybody will have a bad day.
Yeah, because if you conduct yourself based off of other people, then you will be having a bad day all the time, bro. Because I guarantee you there's people out there that are fucking idiots. Like, yeah, that's the way that fool is. That's him. I don't understand why him being like that or him saying something, how people let it bother them so much, like you're acting like what he's saying or what he's doing somehow is affecting your life. Like if you're losing your job or your hair or your teeth or your money or your food because of what he said, like how is it affecting you in your personal life, like in general? It's not. Okay, entonces then why you mad for? That's one thing I don't understand. Like why people be like, F that or what they will. Like, why are you getting so worked up for, fool? That's why I never get worked up. Like, well, that's Avato's opinion. Chingada madre, he's entitled to it. Like, never work yourself up because of how a person is. Unless he's, like, personally insulting you, then it's different. But if he's just speaking his mind, then that's him speaking his piece or his truth. There's 2S. It's like... This town is only big, What is You're dumb. Sereno gangs don't get along because it's too many of us, short and simple. We not gonna agree on everything. Yeah, that's true. The numbers is out of control, bro. It's just we don't give a fuck down here, bro. We just don't give a fuck. No, we don't. We seriously don't give a fuck. You get no Southside love down here, bro. None at all.
I've been having to blow my nose since yesterday.
You're getting sick because you take a shower and you go to work with no damn sweater. That's why. So just taught me to always think that I'm the shit and never a trophy. Yeah. You gotta be cold-blooded. They're gone. Oh, the two, especially separate. Drug use and alcohol, people hate. Yeah, nah, homies ain't like that either. People just grab whatever that they see on like Fools Gone Wild and shit, and they take it as facts. You know that those fools are not gang members, right? You know that those are drug addicts. There's a difference. People like that, they're not gang members. They may look like gang members, but they're not gang members. They're not welcome in their hood. They're not homies. They're not. Those are crackheads, fool. I get it. People confuse them because they maybe look like or dress like they're gang. Those are not gang members, bro. Those are fucking crackheads. There's a difference. Homies, just don't let homies become dope fiends like that for you get your ass beat. Motherfuckers trying to cluck shit for, drugs. Nah, it's a dope fiend for you get boop pop. Gotta be on your shit down here. If not, the hood's just gonna take you out, bro. They're gonna see you as a liability. So dope fiends are not in the mix. But see, people go based on what the TV and the news say. So it's like, oh yeah, these guys are all drug addicts cracking. That's what they say. Subshadow, what up? Moved out of the city of Wheeler since October 1st. Damn, you moved out of... Órale, where you at now, my boy? Where you landing now? La madre, te mueves como... por todos lados, ya, hijo. Of Cali has gone on to... Not all of Cali. I would say maybe like about 75%. Nah, like 45, 50 maybe. Yeah, that's sure how they be going against their own pain. Yeah, they give no dance right here, bro. It's ruthless. It's every man for themselves. Yeah, upstate homies do have Southside love, but that's only because they have a common enemy up there. You know, remember, Sureños are the majority in general, but upstate they're the minority. So although people could say the South Side has the numbers and stuff like that, yeah, it's very true. But in Northern California, the homeboys are outnumbered. You know what I mean? So they're the minority. So they have to stick together in order to be able to even stand their ground. You know what I mean? Because of the numbers out there. Kind of like, how could I? The best way to describe it is how the Northerners are behind the walls, right? You know, because there's less of them and they're outnumbered and stuff like that. You know how they have to move a certain way, you know, to in order to hold their own. That's how the upstate homies have to move. You know what I mean? So the Norteños and the upstate homies understand each other, even though they want to think that they're different and they don't understand each other. No, they understand each other more than not, because just like the Norteños are like, fuck, we're outnumbered in here, and there's more of them, and whoopty whoop. Okay, same. The upstaters have to think the same, like, fuck, fool, we're outnumbered. So you know what I mean? So they're in the same boat, you know, meaning when it comes to surviving. So they understand, both of them understand what it is to be outnumbered and whoopty whoop. But that's why they have that Southside love, you know what I mean? Because if they were to come down here, they will see it completely different, because every bad thing that has ever happened to me has been committed by other Southsiders, bro. All my homies that got smoked from my neighborhood, from my barrio, have been smoked by other Southsiders, my boy. And same with all the Southside homies down here. None of their homies have ever been smoked by a Norteño, bro. You know, none of them have ever been shot, jumped, stabbed. Norteños have never did nothing to none of the homies. It was done by other Southsiders, bro. Homies out here are getting dropped by other Southsiders, bro. You're getting shot, stabbed, and chased and all that by other Southsiders, bro. Not Norteños. So when people don't understand, like, where does that animosity come from? Yeah, that's why you can't have no animosity for Norteños. They never did nothing to you, fools. I guarantee you, my boy, if you were to get any homie from down here, fool, and you were to give them a gun with one bullet in there, and there's a Norteño or a barrio that their barrio beefs it with, their worst enemigas, and tell them, you gotta pick, 9 times out of 10, fool, the fool's gonna smoke the South Side than the Norteño, fool. Because that fool never did nothing to my barrio. Now I'm trying to get payback for the homeboy, for the rest in peace homie, dog, so you gotta go. You get what I'm saying? That's the way they're gonna see it, bro. I know people may not like it. Like, damn, where's the South Side love? Hey, carnal, what do you want me to lie to you? You get no South Side love down here, bro. You know, these vatos, I mean, there's been too much animosity between their vatos to let it go. You know? Those are the facts, homie. If we have the option to put in work on the Norteños or our worst enemigas, my boy, we're going to go after our worst enemigas, bro. You know? It's just the way it is. Other fools might say it because they want other, you know, Southsiders on here to be like, hell yeah, this fool knows what's... Bro, cut the bullshit. Tell it al mero chile way. That's the way it is, homie. You may not like it, but that... Homie, I'm not gonna come fucking lie just because, you know, yeah, I'm gonna push this illusion of the Southern United last time. Nah, homie, it's fucking al mero chile, homie. That's how it is. And like I have said this before, fool, it's kind of like if one of my homies rap, fool, and he had a chance to do a rola with a Norteño or with a barrio that my barrio beats it with. If he picks our enemies, my boy, we're gonna feel some type of way. If he was to choose a Norteño, fuck it. Them folks never did shit to us, and there's the peace treaty right now. So chinga su madre, handle your thing, my boy. But if he was to choose the enemy, my boy, we're gonna be feeling some type of way, homie. We're gonna be like, damn, homie, like that. Like, even though they smoked so and so, oh, so you gonna do the homies like that? Nah, come on. Homies are gonna see it. They're gonna feel some type of way about it, homie. They're not gonna like it. Like, fuck it, at least choose these fools, dog. At least these vatos never did nothing to us, homie. But still, way, They smoked the homie that we're over here, you know, that was the boy, the road dog, or doggy dog, and you gonna really do it like that? Carnal, how dare you? That's some cold-hearted facts, homie. Behind the walls, behind the scene, because those are the rules that are set and established, my boy. You know what I mean? But out here, I guarantee you, if you were to out here, since people don't have the same option, like it's not mandatory you get along with your enemies and stuff like that, right? So since that mandatory thing isn't enforced out here, that's why there's guerra, my boy. Because this is how these vatos really feel. You know, this is how these vatos really see it. That's why you see all these pinches balaceras and shit like that. In there, it's mandatory, because if not, you gonna go. That's why these fools are getting along. So is it real love? Or is it just because that's the way that it is?
Oh my gosh, when I went to go mail the thing, there was this man that walked in with a, you know, like a trash bag filled with all kinds of stuff he was gonna mail out. I was like, oh shit.
They used to sell it? That he's
I
gonna sell it? Oh, I seen them like that too in the post office. It's like a blue wagon, no? Or
No.
he took his own.
He just had a big old trash bag with all his stuff he was saying out.
Damn, I wonder what he does for a living. His own store. Are you guys hungry yet? I'm hungry.
They are.
You're not hungry yet?
Yeah.
That yeah was a no.
But yeah, they are.
They're asleep, buddy. You know.
Your daughter and your son are awake.
Danny, you awake?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. Damn, bro, you said you hadn't moved from that position in a while. I thought you were... All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, we're going to wrap it up because it's Taco... I was going to say Taco Tuesday. It's Taco Wednesday. I don't know why. Taco Mexicano, Tacos Mexico, they do... How much are the tacos today?
95 cents.
95 cents. So if you're from the area, you know Tacos Mexico, Wednesdays, the tacos are 95 cents from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So you got to go get them, homie, because 98 cents, my boy. The last time I got 30 tacos, it was only like 30 bucks flat. For 30 tacos, my boy. You go anywhere else for 30 tacos, te va a salir unos pinches $67. Fácil. But right here, but only Wednesdays. I'm over here promoting them and shit. Secretly, they paid me another vesa. Nah. But we gonna get them tacos, homie. We out. Just tacos, no, or burritos.